Right, good evening everybody and welcome to our Online System for Success webinar. So before we get started, just want to do a little bit of recognition. First of all, congratulations to Heather and Francis Thorpe for achieving their 15%. Now this is only their third full period. In their first 2 weeks they retailed over £500. Which I'd forgotten about. She reminded me of it today. And they've just gradually went up a step at a time, 10, 13 and now this period 15, and an income check of £478. And to Shona Scott on achieving her first bonus level of the 10%. Now Shona got a huge order, over £400 on the last day of the period, which meant that she actually achieved that in style. So she will have earned around about £260. So absolutely fantastic. And a welcome and a congratulations to Emma and Paul G on achieving their first welcome reward, online only, in their first week. And also to John Renton and Fiona Waddington and probably many more for receiving their free catalogues. Quick mention to Sharon Davis. I don't know if you noticed it, but Sharon, as you pronounce it, because she's from Aberdeen, it's Sharon. Sharon did sales of 1,200 online this week. Now she tells me she didn't do massive activity. She's just simply been consistent, and all of a sudden, wallop, she's sold a boatload of doobie covers. That's all she would tell me. She said she was frightened of them going out of stock if she told me, like the heated curlers, but I know it was doobie covers as well as other products, but they do sell particularly well. So today's training, if I can control this mouse, I'm going to talk about the steps to success. Now, this is geared up for a new person. However, it's also geared up for new team builders and old team builders, because sometimes with all the new things that's happening, and I know this has definitely happened to me, there's wee nuggets that we forget. So if you're new, and Debbie retied to the training, I believe you're fairly new, then you look at this to see how we can help you to establish what you want from the business. So if you're in the business and not new, this is what I feel you really need to focus on when you're bringing someone into the business. There's key steps to success. And the first one, for the new person's point of view, is they have to decide what they're aiming for and when. And it's your job to find that out. And that's the reason sometimes for putting these trainings together, because it helps you to put the message across to the new person how important what they want to achieve out of the business is to us, because we are going to help you achieve that. So many of you will be aware of our steps to success. It's only 5. How did I get my hand in? 5 steps. Goals, which is necessary, as you've just seen, whether you're brand new or you're wanting to build a monster. Trainings, which we call personal development. If you want to learn how to retail, sponsor and teach, then you need to watch the trainings. But the 3 main things I have in capitals here is retail, sponsor, teach, because that's the 3 key things that you're going to work with when someone new comes into your business. And then, and as I say, this is geared up to new people, but it's mainly leaders I'm speaking to tonight. It's dependent on what they want, and this step is there for you to help you to fill in with them which steps they want to do. What do they want? Their first step, their second step, their third step. I know we have lots of goal planners out there, but I found the steps when I first started absolutely fantastic. But the most important thing is we must teach our new distributors to put a date on it. Date and steps. Now, it doesn't matter the distance between the steps. Some people may want to go for 10 to 24% in a period. Some people may want to do it 10, 13, 15, 18, 21 gold and then bronze. The time frame is up to you. The period, the time is up to you in which you want to do that. But I find that this actually helps a lot to build your business. Now, as you know, many people say at the start that they just want to retail the products. But most of them, or a lot of them, change their mind once you show them the team building opportunity, once you show them the big picture. So right from when you're presenting the opportunity to them to when you bring them into the business, even if they say, I just want to, make a few money retailing products from online or the catalogues, just to open their mind to the team building, so that when they start to see team building stories, their mind's going to be open. So that's always really, really important. It's what's called showing them the bigger picture. Because people upgrade. We have a saying in this business: expose, involve, upgrade. It may be that they want to aim higher. We certainly did this within 12 months of the business. We went to just above SED in 12 months in the business. So it's up to you what goes on these ladders. But share your goals with your sponsor, because they are going to help you to achieve them. So, what is the first step for you? And the first step for you is to make money, obviously. But this also generates an income story that you can share with people to attract people to your business. And for those who are in the business, you already know that this is working really, really well. Just popping our checks up on to Facebook and saying, I don't suppose you know anybody who'd be interested in making a part-time income from Facebook. And here you can see my first check. In my first 3 weeks, I earned £564. And in my second, or my first full month, but my second period, that had risen to £2,000. And that was by sharing the opportunity and building the team. But the first thing we want to do is to get our income story. Now, we have something what we call the 21-day rule. And the 21-day rule refers to the fact that it takes 21 days to create a habit. And sadly, some people will quit even before they get started. In fact, 90% of people who decide to quit will quit within the first 21 days. So it's really important that we stick to the basics to ensure that we help you not only to recoup your initial investment, which is much smaller now if you've started with the virtual kit, but to be in profit within 21 days. Now, it used to be £185 to join with 250 books. You can now get started for £25 in 3 instalments. So normally you're in profit much sooner. But it's important, along with the person who introduced you, to make a plan and stick to it for 21 days and beyond, because then your activities will become a habit. Your sponsor will send you a welcome email. If you want a copy of my welcome email for anybody in the team, just email me at lynn cleaneasy@googlemail.com or my regular email, whichever one you have. But your sponsor will send you a welcome email, and it's important that you read it all the way through, because that's your first training. They're also going to take you through a very short online induction training. Now this just explains briefly what you have to do about the business, but it gives you a good idea of how to get started. But remember, the sponsor is the person who introduced you to the business. We call them your sponsor. So your sponsor is here to help, support and train you through the system. So with your sponsor's help, fill out your first 3 weekly planners. And if you're a new team builder, this is what you want to do. You want to plan really the first 21 days to 28 days with your new person and keep in constant communication. So this is what we're going to tell them. It's in the induction. Step 1, retail. Now it depends on you what way you want to retail. We're going to teach you how to build a strong customer base. Now you can do this online, friends and family. You can pop catalogues through letterboxes. It's what has worked for us for over 90 years. Or you can knock on the door and just hand a catalogue out if you don't have many. You choose. It's your business. My recommendation is to do a bit of everything. Start with your friends and family. Get your online shop up and running on Facebook. If you've started without catalogues, you'll get a few books each. Get them out to your friends and family. And as soon as you hit £150, you'll get a free retail pack, and you can start to build a customer base door to door. Speak to the person who introduced you, and they will take you through it a step at a time. But what we're creating is your retail story, your income story. So once you've decided what you're looking for to achieve with the retail, your sponsor will make you a plan and work that plan with you every step of the way. There is a training video for every step of the way. So if you've got 250 books, how to build a customer base with the catalogues, how to sell on Facebook, covers setting up your Facebook group, and also how to sponsor on Facebook. But for now, we're taking it in steps. The first step is to create an income, to get money in your pocket, or at least a plan that you're doing and following through that's going to put that money in your pocket. But there's nothing to stop you speaking to people straight away about the business. You don't need to have earned an income. I can give you proof of lots of income stories. I didn't have an income story. In our days, we used to hand out videos, opportunity videos that were 2.5 hours long and an hour and a half long. And I handed out my first video on my way to put out my first catalogues. I spoke to people right away. And if you speak to people right away about the business and share the opportunity right away, your business is more likely to grow faster. My team turned over £1 million after 12 months in the business. I have got a fantastic team, I have to admit, but that is what can be achieved if you share the opportunities. So I know we've got Facebook, but I would recommend that you start by writing a list of everyone that you can think of. There's a memory jogger you can get from me by emailing me or on the support site. But here's the most important thing. If you're new, don't prejudge. If you're already in the business and new to team building, teach your team not to prejudge. People definitely lead you to people, but some say no now and then join later. Now, Facebook's a fantastic way to show the products and the opportunity to our friends, family and many more. So if you've got the catalogue kit, the 250 books, it takes 2 or 3 days for them to arrive. So get onto Facebook and you can actually get your group set up within 1 hour. And here's the videos that you would be watching for the team building. So once your group's set up, you want to start promoting the group to your friends and the business and on external groups. So you want to watch how to sell on Facebook groups, video 2, promoting your group to friends, and video 3, finding and promoting on external groups. Now if you're a new team builder, you have to be going through this a stage at a time. I believe it's important to have a weekly activity planner and tracker. Now this is for the team builders, and if you're new, and I know there's a couple of new people on tonight, you may not be ready to team build yet, but it's still good to have these targets. So I can't strongly recommend to get started on the team building. It's the bigger incomes faster, but you want to put your aim and record it daily what you've achieved, and at the end of each week score yourself, preferably with your sponsor. So basically, if you aim to speak to 5 or 10 people a day from your warm market, and you speak to 10 people, you'll get a score of 5. Now, if you want to know how that works, or want a copy of that sent for me to work it with you, again, email me either on Facebook or lyncleaneasy@googlemail.com. Now, we have just changed to this activity planner. We used it for a long time before, and I've been going through it. Absolutely, the fantastic thing about this planner is, one, from a team builder's point of view, it gives you regular contact with your new team member, which is totally essential. And from a new team person's point of view, a new team builder's point of view, if you can get 100% of what you're aiming for, it's nothing to do with results, it's what you're aiming for. If you can achieve 100%, then you know that you're going to achieve your targets. And if the results don't start to increase, you know you have to increase your activity. So anybody that needs to chat to me about that, please just email me. So then we go on to teach. Now obviously I've not taught the whole sponsoring here. This is an introduction. This is how to get a new person started. These are the things that we should be saying to them, how simple the team building is. It's just sharing an opportunity and sharing success stories, and literally just focusing on the numbers. If we share the opportunity with enough people, if we share it with some people, some will join. If we share it with a lot of people will join. But you see, the great thing is, I'm going to come on here, it's not all about you, but the first thing I would say when we talk to new people about teach, this is step that most people seem to worry about. Well, I'm not sure if I could teach it, or I'm not sure. And the unsurety of sponsoring or team building, I think, can sometimes be brought on by the fear of teaching. But it really is simply a matter of you just learning the system and then showing them how to achieve what you've done. But your sponsor, the person that introduced you, will be there every step of the way. So if you're new and you want to start team building, don't worry. Your sponsor will help you with your new person. We'll do everything with you. We'll teach you alongside you until you know what you're doing. But to be fair, every step can be found at www.systemforsuccesstrainings.com. User password RHINOS. 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 So the teaching is really just showing people what you've done. But as I say, the most important thing for a new person is to keep in touch with the person who introduced them. Now, this might go over the head of someone if you're here watching it for the first time, but for people who've been in the business longer, it won't. But for the new team members, I hope it resonates. Because sometimes when we introduce people or a new person into the business, we think we're duplicating the business. Well, you are. It is the start of duplication. But what you are doing is sponsoring a new distributor. Duplication occurs when you teach your new team member to sponsor. You do not need to sponsor thousands of people to be successful. Now, a great book to read, as I said before, is the 45-second presentation by Don Failla. It can also be found on YouTube, and I can strongly recommend going to YouTube. I listened to the first chapter, and even though I met him over 20 years ago, I was fired up by him once again, because this business is about duplicating and helping your team to achieve what they want. So it's important to track your distributor's volume on a weekly basis to help them achieve their volume sales. And the writing sort of came together here a little bit. GVO are working on helping me sort this out. Now, I know we get a group sales analysis, but when I first started, we wrote it down and we could see the total sales for each week, and we could see us getting nearer and nearer to that gold distributor level, which is the £9,000 turnover with a team, which gives you maximum bonus is 16%. And this is what we used. And we used to use this, and I'm using it again. The big wheel and the little wheel. If you're a bit serious about building, and I'm talking about incomes of £2,000 up to £10,000 a month, we're not talking about £200 or £300 a month. We use this big wheel, and the big wheel is your people who want to build a team, and you're wanting to look for 5 key people, but you want to fill the wheel because things happen. Sometimes I would recommend putting it in pencil and rubbing it out, because sometimes life happens. And the small wheel is for the people who simply just happy to retail the products. And to be honest with you, there's a huge percent of people happily just retailing the products and don't get involved in the team building. But it's important to identify your team leaders. We have sayings like the cream rises to the top. But the way that you identify a team leader or a team builder is, do they retail consistently? Do they do activity consistently? And do they plug in to the training system? That's how you identify them. So you want to develop your big wheel. And this is straight from Don Failla. You see, we can go wide in our business and bring people into our business. And this would create 5 people wide, 5,000-6,000. That would actually create a very good income, probably about £700 or £800 income. Let's get rid of this signal set strength thing that's blocking my screen. So what you want to teach, now I don't have all the activities, but this is what you want to aim for. You want to develop your big wheel and you want to lead for the front. We recommend you do a minimum of £1,000 in retail, which, if you've seen the story at the start, Sharon for Aberdeen got £1,200 in her first, overnight, not in her first, she's been in the business years, overnight on our Facebook shop with the new products. So we're talking about £1,000 here every 4 weeks. And you want to duplicate in depth. Now, a business as it is 3 level deep is strong and secure. Everybody's making money if they're helping other people to make money. It's a great thing about it. They're going through their warm market, they're doing their Facebook, they're doing the other ways that we can generate leads, which I'm not going to cover tonight. But that is your ultimate aim if you're starting to build a team. And ultimately, you want 5 gold distributors with 2 each. This is called Premier. And there's lots of things. You get cars, you qualify for all the holidays, every one of them. or is that platinum? But you're looking for 5 key people. This, what you're looking at here, is an income of well over £50,000 a year. And here's what can happen in less than 12 months if you follow the simple system. Jennifer Sinnott works full time. She didn't join to retail the products, but she did. She led for the front. She joined because she's seen the potential and the power of the team building side of the business. Her first bonus check was €246, and 12 months later, €2,827. Hard to say that when you're used to pounds. That's what can be done in 11 months. That's what can be done when you share the opportunity and you lead for the front. So if you want to go for gold and the bigger incomes, let me know. Thank you very much for your time.